Hey folks, welcome to the Almond Landscape YouTube channel. Our goal is to help you become better landscape contractors, designers, business people, better marriages, all that kind of stuff. Hey, it's the end of Equip. This is the end of our, this is the end of Equip. This is our annual mini skid steer review. We got to a bunch of skid steers. There's a couple in here I really like. Be sure to watch out for the Vermeer one. That's a big release. It's really cool. We'll catch you folks here. Enjoy. What's up, folks? LMN rebrand here. And so if you see the red and not the green, there's CNI. What's he talking about? And then as we're proud to associate and endorse LMN here, you know the deal. Okay, folks, we're here at Giant, and this is the mini skid steer. Super simple unit here. Kind of looks a little complicated, so take that for whatever it's worth. Giant drive gear. One thing I don't like about this is when your tracks wear down low, your drive gears start to hit the ground. So one of our old models of Ditch Witch has had that. Super low platform. I do love that. That part is awesome. Super low. It is a fixed platform though. No bounce to it. Controls. Those are at least all available at your fingertips, so I do like that. I would have to run this machine to know a lot more about it. You know, I'm not a big fan of grease zerks, however. It's a pain to get guys to stay religious about that, so I do like the units that are the graphite bearings or whatever it is. So, but hopefully at a really good price point. Great entry-level machine, I think. There we go. And then a wheeled unit here as well, mud flap. I do like the reflectors, that's cool. Again, just a bare-bones simple machine. This would be a great entry-level machine, I think. Don't know about the pricing on it. I would always tell you go tracks pretty much no matter what. If you're in the landscape world, that's just what I would say. Interesting concept there. That's interesting. That's interesting. I like that idea. You could, whoa, and especially if you could make that on and off as you need, but still have, that's pretty cool. I like that concept. Folks, we're in the Milwaukee trailer here, and this is something, this is what we need to, and how we need to get some of this safety stuff built out in even our hardscape trailers. Even on our trucks, we could get this put on trucks this way. I like that. We ought to do that. Yeah, man, all good. Interested in these battery shears. We'll have to get set for those from Mr. Keith here to see what he thinks of those.
Yeah, $74.99.
Whole battery build-out trailer. Even Brittany said, believe it or not, Brittany even said the whole battery wall there. Brittany even said that the Milwaukee hats look decent. That's cool. I'm going to show a couple things here, I thought. I'm going to, excuse me, sir. These hand pruners here have an interesting concept. We'll probably give these a shot. A guy in the booth just randomly was saying how much he liked his, so we'll probably give that an opportunity here. We love our battery stuff. Super convenient. That's why we like it. And a bunch of battery attachment stuff here. I've got to go wider angle on this stuff. No, we have a handful. We have one of those blowers, super handy again. We have the dual slope laser, which is one of the greatest things we freaking have. Absolutely love that. You can punch in the percentage of slope that you want, which is amazing. We need to grab a couple of these at some point. We have, what do we have? We have a steel that we love, but again, we're always trying to stay within the same platform, the same battery platform. Concrete vibrator. How can you go wrong? Just amazing stuff always, right? And one other thing that is coming soon is our jumping jack compactor here. This is something I'm super looking forward to having. We have a couple of these, which are, the guys really like these a lot. And the thing, my guys, and I actually even go to, every time when we're sawing on site, the guys go to the battery stuff first, because you're not fighting with a pull cord and all that. And Mr. Bo himself endorsed the runtime of these. He said they're great. So that is, that's pretty awesome. Really great stuff as always. Here we go, the Bobcat MT100, and neighboring it, we have a 120. Okay, starting out right out the gate. The styling's a little simple. Grease zerks, you know I'm not a fan of grease zerks. We have flow hydraulics, okay. Electronics, that's cool, so we can do a little more advanced attachments and things like that. Narrow track, you do not want narrow track. But drive gear up high, so when the tracks wear down, we're not chunking on the ground, so that's cool. But again, narrow track, you don't want that if you're in the landscape space. Operators area, I love the cell phone holder, that's cool. Drink holder, that's important. You got to control.
For a wallet.
You can put your wallet in there, sure. Throttle, I like that. That's cool. Throttle's just big and easy to hit and get ramping up. Joystick controls. If you got big hands, again, that's a little easier. I really prefer the Ditch Witch toggle. I guess I'd have to demo this. What do we got here, Britt? What is this thing? That is, I don't even know what that is. Parking brake, maybe? Parking brake. I don't love that it's tucked up under here. That could be a little more available. Simple switches, I do like that. That is cool. Gauge is nice and easy to read. On-off switch is handy. So that's relatively simple. This compartment here is a little kind of like, but that really doesn't matter. Looks like easy access for stuff. Plastic hood, I think that's okay. I think that's all right. I'd have to think about that some more. But as long as it's not fiberglass and like shatters, it does not assist lift. I don't like that. And it's heavy. Got the blower in there, some pump thingies, tiny air filter. Don't know that I love that. Tiny air filter, so it's going to clog up faster on really dusty sites. Yeah, there you go. We'll go over the MT100 or 120 real quick. 1,200 pounds of lift. We've got probably the Doosan Daedong engine. Giant cooler thingy there. I don't like that plastic. That'll be probably destroyed. Those are probably electric over hydraulic things. That's really simple and comfortable. I'm always leery of the computer screens. That's Bobcat style controls there. We've got that disconnected, of course. I do really like that throttle there. That's nice and easy. Like our Ditch Witch, you got to get up there and turn. I don't like that. But this thing, you just punch and go. I do like that. No phone holder on this model, though. Easy to view hydraulic fluid level. I do like that. Operator platform is really high up. That's really tall. I don't love that. And then my shoe is gripping on that part right there. I almost feel like it might be a trip hazard. Easy tie down points. I do like that. Wider tracks, that's good. Bar tracks, probably good. That almost looks like it's vertical lift. I don't know. Another tie down point that looks pretty easy to get a slip hook in there or a grab hook. Again, grease fittings. I don't like that. I don't want to be greasing machines. Maybe. No grease fittings? Is this thing greaseless? Oh, we went greaseless maybe. Maybe we went greaseless. Looks like we went greaseless. Okay, that's super cool. Oh, there's a grease zerk on this one. Hunter, speed this part up while I'm trying to figure this out. But this unit looks greaseless. That's cool. I like that. Greaseless. Good call. Kubota model here. Operator platform. Very high. See how high that guy's got to lift his leg up there? Don't love that. Grease fittings, so that's that. Cup holder up here, I do like that. Simple on-off switches, I do like that. Central throttle's definitely cool. T-handle control, that's kind of interesting. I think I like that idea. Simple, good visibility. Feels like a fiberglass hood. I don't love that because when that gets hit or smashed, it will be bad news bears. Wide track, definitely a good thing. Simple undercarriage. High drive gear, that's good. Good headlight, that's good. Let's see if they had back lights. Let's look real quick here. Oh no back lights. Oh no. Okay, other than that, got the oh crap handle up here, so that's cool. Okay, there you go. This Kubota 1,000 pound lifter. The New Holland here, high track or high drive, wide tracks like that. This one's really cool. We've got GPS. Hey, here at the Equip Show, we have a promo code to get you 50% off your tickets. Promo code AUMAN. AUMAN is here in the channel. If you can't figure out how to spell it from there, there's no hope for you anyways. Promo code AUMAN here for 50% off your promo. 50% off your Equip tickets here. It's a great show in Louisville, Kentucky in October every year. Come check it out. It's awesome. GPS grading on this on a tiny machine. This is really interesting. I really like this concept. There's the lineup, little mini machine there, 314, so probably 1,400 pound. That's cool. Didn't realize it was that big. Low counterweights. That's cool. Operator platform, not too high of a step there. I think I did like these big handles. Again, big hands though, so that kind of may have an input there. Throttle right here, dead center, so we can just punch that, grab it on and off the machine. Simple switches. I do like that. Simple gauge cluster. This thumb roller is nice. It feels pretty flimsy though. This is the auxiliary grading for GPS site grading. That's pretty sweet. I like that. Grease points, I don't love that. But the platform's pretty decent. Cup holder down here, easy reach diesel, cell phone holder, I like that. These are really, I think I like that, I think, I don't know. I'd have to run that to really know. Other than that, pretty simple and clean. Yeah, pretty simple and clean. Metal hood, so that's good. Okay. Scag here. Okay. The Jackal unit. I don't know its lift capability. Probably 1,000-pound, give or take. So what do we got here? Metal hood. Okay, that thing is heavy too, by the way. We have high drive gear. That's cool. Semi-wide track. No grease points. That's great. You know we're a fan of that. Diesel fuel tank down low here. 2 diesel tanks. I don't want to have to fill 2 tanks. It's just not what I want to do. Price is decent. Still don't know the size of this thing. Joysticks are uber simple. They're a little lower, a little easier to grab. Auxiliary in the middle, throttle not in a good position. Do not like that. I got to reach. I can't just slam. I got to reach in there and grab that. Do not like that. Bad design there. No bueno. Float switch is cool. I like that. That's pretty cool. Operator platform. I like that. That's clever. We could probably put that on our existing machines. That's clever. I like that. Standing platform, super high. Again, don't love that. It's upper third of my shin, anyways. Good looking machine, simple, clean. Let's run over here. Same concept. A little bit bigger control knob there. And then too, while we're at it, we've got one of these little units here. I'd love to have something like this in our yard to load trucks and things like that. That'd be super cool. Scag made a buggy. We'll jump on this real quick. Wasn't aware of this. Big boxy, ugly looking thing. But 2,500, so that compares to that track system is interesting. Drive gear is low. You know how we don't like to have the tracks wear out, your gears rubbing, smashing on the ground. But this is slightly elevated, so it comes up. I like that. Narrow tracks, really want to see those things as wide as possible. This really doesn't matter. It's boxy and ugly, but you got great access at the same time, so I will compliment that. That's pretty cool. The tub is metal. Man, you're going to beat the hell out of that with stuff. What do you think, Britt?
Really more comfortable.
Way more comfortable. Yeah, that platform looks incredibly comfortable.
Well, this is just way more plush.
The parking brake is, holy crap. Yeah, I wasn't ready for that.
Stand on them.
Brittany says this. I love these bags. That's freaking sweet. Of course it's Mountain Dew. Of course it's Mountain Dew. Inside joke there. Construction worker drink of choice. The problem with these is, again, it takes 2 hands. Just like, the problem with these is 2 hands. We don't like this like the Toro unit. Just the same. The Canycom single hand, and you got a hand free. What's that?
What are you doing with your other hand?
You running the done. That's the thing. So both hands are tied up on the traction controls. You've got to have either monster hands. The throttle down here not in a good position. That's a pain in the butt. Does have a horn. Doesn't. I do like that. But that platform is comfortable. I do like that. That's pretty cool. That kind of gut checks you there. But the fuel gauge super visible, kind of protected up here. I do like that. Okay, quick review on the buggy. I like it. And that folds up, so that's good. Okay. One thing I want to add to this is super smart. A central hoist point, so we can crane that into really weird places, crane it into a building, crane it into a basement. That's clever. Good thinking there. Can you take credit for that?
I can't.
Well,
one of our test contractors.
Just go ahead and lie. You said you can or can't?
Can't.
Just lie and say it's your genius idea.
No, it was actually one of the contractors that was running it. Said everybody comes out with them, and you have to, do all kinds of strapping and everything to lift them.
Right.
And he says, "Why can't you have a central point?" I said, "We can." So
that's sweet.
We were going to make a kit, and we decided to make it a permanent thing.
That's smart, man. I like it. Good call. The Gravely axis here. What do we got going on? Nice simple machine, diesel track. Don't know what that is. Drive gear. It's direct contact with the ground. You know our philosophy on that by now. Operator platform, not too terrible high, like that. Simple machine. It's a fixed platform, so not super comfortable there. The hydro tank will need locked, of course. Controls are brutally simple. Hopefully the price reflects all this. Instrument panel, nice and clear. Tracking, bucket control there. Throttles, kind of out of the way, kind of not. Yeah, real simple machine, so hopefully it's a great value. Yeah, 26 grand, maybe 1,000 pound capacity. Cool, interesting. What's up, folks? We're here at Vermeer, and something I'm excited to look at here is their ML180. So I'm guessing it's something that competes directly with the Ditch Witch 1750, and man, am I excited about that. Much simpler and cleaner look than some of the other Vermeers, so I like that right out the gate. Offset, that's really interesting concept. Offset hydraulic tilt, that's really interesting. Oh, whoa, they ran that internal. That's really interesting as well. Okay, a lot going on here. A lot new and different, man. This is really interesting. It looks like a, can't remember, that Zerk will get destroyed there, but that's whatever. Other than that, giant fan. I've heard it's reversible. Wintertime sucks hot air, or blows hot air on you. Summertime, you can reverse the fan and blow it out. Access to a radiator, of all things. I didn't expect that. Control, what's it feel like up there,
on the
Britt?
side.
Do what? Side padding?
Yeah.
Okay, you like that?
I don't know.
This big giant switch. What's that do, Britt? That's an interesting concept.
It's a really big step up.
The really high step, though. That's, okay, super high step up. Yep, pretty high. Very comfortable. Oh, whoa. Check this out. So this whole thing is, that's wild. Okay. Man, okay, I gotta look at this some more, then we'll record. Got some more information here from Joey and Ryan. Again, this is a prototype unit, but this track system here, this is sweet. Whether or not it makes the final cut, it loads, when you get this thing under heavy load, it takes this via some torsion bar and linkage magic, actually distributes the load back into the back of the machine. That is really slick. Don't know if it'll make it the final cut. Wide tracks, love that. Offset, I'm really liking this machine a lot now. They've really done some great thinking with this. Offset tilt control there, so you can see your latches and see your hook, your coupling a little bit better there. That's interesting. Although one might argue, you can see you got an angle there. So I don't know. Yeah, that's interesting. Actually, this electronic couple, oh, I do like that a ton. Push button release if your hydraulics get jammed on. And by the way, they do high and low flow, which is pretty sweet. Electronic point here. Again, a release button here if your hydraulics are jammed, trying to get the thing on and off there. One critique, grease points, grease zerks. Everybody knows I don't like that now. The fans are reversible, and since they can put the fans back there, they can then move the engine back farther. Better load rating. That's super cool. This door is heavy duty. Probably one of the first things I'd do if we were demoing this thing was back another skid steer into this just to see how like tough that is. I probably want to see some protection for those fans there. The whole operator platform again is air ride. Like that's incredible. Don't know if I love the joysticks yet. I love these giant flip switches. That is definitely clever. I'm very excited about this machine. Very excited about this machine because Ditch Witch needs somebody competing with them on the larger platform. This will pick up a full skid of pavers and move it. This is sweet. What do we got here? We got a case with no size. I'm guessing about a 1,000 size model. And okay, the back stand is very similar than the New Holland, right? I like these paddles. I keep referring to that. I love the throttle right. Gosh darn it, folks. I'm sorry. I love the throttle right here. I think that's really cool. Simple switches. That's a good thing. Key cover, interesting. But those are really good controls. Got some thumb toggles here. That's cool. Cup holder, okay. What do we got here? Don't know which direction that fan blows or sucks. We don't know. Phone holder, that's okay. Grease, Zerks, not a fan, you know that. Semi-wide track, that's a good thing. Simple undercarriage, I like that that's covered up, so that's cool. A bunch of junk doesn't get down in there. Simple hydraulics. That will get smashed off eventually. I don't love that concept. Don't love grease Zerks, period, but definitely don't like those. Those are brutally simple. I think I'm okay with that. You can't, the only problem is you can't get your hand, like, that kind of sucks, actually. I don't love that at all. I don't know why this comes out clear out like this. I actually don't understand it at all. It's a visibility barrier. Actually, can you even see? Oh my. You can't even see the hookup point down there. That would be bad, and I'm 6'1" on a good day. So you wouldn't actually be able to see that. Tie down point or crane hoist points, I like that. if you could see that part there. The shell will shatter there. Yeah, let's open the hood up. Let's go. What's under the hood? We got a diesel engine in there. You gonna fire it up in here? That'd be awesome. That you can't do?
But you can open up the back panel.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Let's see here. So the fiber, is that fiberglass? Okay, yeah. Not a super fan of that, of course, because that just shatters. But other than that, it looks like a Kubota engine, but I don't know.
It is.
Good deal. That's always a good thing.
We just drove that one.
Oh,
Yeah, cool.
what do you think?
So we got that. Oh, it is a 100, so it's a 1,000 pound. Good access back in here. Battery shut off. I like that. That's cool. That's a good concept. That's good access. Good access. Yeah, that's cool. So okay, that's the case. Our next one here is the Worky Quad, and there are track versions available, so you know we're gonna be big fans of that. About 26,000. Super simple machine. Great entry level, if nothing else. I don't love the plastic thing, but again, this is a value entry level kind of thing, I think. Again, a great value price. On off here for the battery. Grease points. Like I said, this is a unit, again, it's very, probably entry level, and but handy if you're working in tight interior spaces. Again, track version is what we're really going to want. Super low step. I do like that. That makes that easy and nice. Multiple paddles. Again, super incredible visibility. That's for darn sure. So yeah, nice simple unit. What's up, folks? We got a Wacker Neuson here and another 1,000 pound capacity. High drive, we like that. I like the parking brake being exposed. That's cool. Let's see here. Standard flow hydraulics. These, I like the color of these. That's pretty cool. Easy to access. Good grip around those. That's nice. Good call. Grease points. Don't like that. You know the deal. Big easy tie down there. That's cool. What else? The platform is absurdly high. Joysticks, electric, over hydraulic. That's nice. That dial's a little easier to find, a little okay. How you doing, man?
Good. I didn't realize that you were.
No, I'm just up here talking to myself. No big deal.
You're losing it.
Oh, I am. Don't worry about that part. But let's see here. We got good visibility. We can see the platform down, or the plate down there. That's good. But simple controls. This circular thing is kind of interesting. I kind of like that concept. That's cool. 12-volt takeoff there. I like that. Like I said, platform's super tall. I'm guessing that's a safety plate. There. That makes sense. It's not the worst idea ever. I don't like these sharp edges back here. I feel like it's a good way to really get mushed or decapitated or something pinched off. But other than that, cool looking machine. Good color concept. Sleek lines. Fiberglass top. Don't like that. Shatters. Not a good thing. Other than that, nice. Quick thing with Canycom, like we were talking about earlier, one thing that is nice about it, single hand control, another hand is freed up to operate the machine, tilt, swivel, all that kind of stuff. Don't buy the non-swivel. These things are, it's good, but unless you get it for a song, the swivel's the must of that. So other than that one's a really good simple machine. Access to the engine and stuff is okay. But the controls are very simple, and that cover is that's a good concept there for concrete, slurry and stuff spilling over there. Quick mention of something that's pretty cool here is this swivel unit here on this Takuchi excavator. Super compact, obviously, but your kingpin, or your king post rather, it can swivel out in front of you. Sorry, I didn't realize I wouldn't be this daggone gimbal. The swiveling king post concept allows you to really change and how that articulates versus being like a fixed point like this. So neat concept, probably a very expensive add-on. Honorable mention here, this robot yard mower, but it has multiple attachments for all the seasons. You literally could train this thing to go and keep your driveway and sidewalks blown off. It could police during the fall. Every couple hours go out and every couple hours go out and blow off sidewalks and driveways and keep them safe or free of acorns or whatever. You would be, look at this, like this thing could be on patrol. I am telling you, people, I want to look in the camera in the eyes. This stuff is the future. This stuff is the future. Like, it's look at this little yard assistant. Like, this is insane. Oh, it's only 24 inches wide. It doesn't matter. It works all night. You boneheads. This is the future, folks.
Holy crap.
Whether you want to admit or not, no, it's got to get loaded. The hopper's got to get loaded by someone. But to say that can't be automated by an automated hopper in the truck, you'd be sorely mistaken. It knows the trees there. Anyways, this stuff's the future. I like this swapping out units. That's pretty clever. Oh, here's the cute little guy himself. We finally found a Dingo, and this is a vertical lift unit, so it's got some crazy apparatus there. Let's go. Here we go. First off, grease points. You know we don't love that. That's okay. Kind of a lot going on here, but the boom is up, so let me cut him some slack there right out the gate. We do have some access there as it's bolted down. They don't want you getting in there during the show. Track pattern, very turf friendly, cool. Undercarriage, we got the high drive gear. That's cool. Undercarriage was pretty protected, I think. It looks like it's pretty decent there. We get around here, operator platform. That's low, nice reach there. I like it. Parking brake. The Ditch Witch has one like this where you got to manually flip it from that to that. I don't love that. I don't know if it's the safety or the hydraulic engage. The T-handle, I think I like the T-handle. I think I do. I don't know. I can't make up my mind on that. The problem is I wish there was a sidebar here so I could kind of rest my hands there and control it that way. This single joystick in your auxiliaries. Simple controls here. Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that. That's controls your throttle, so you got to hit it each time you want to bump up. I don't think I like that. Yeah, I don't think I like that. Horn actually is probably something all machines ought to have. Good visibility through here. That's cool. And we've got our fuel gauge. That feels pretty light duty there. Don't love that. I do like that we can't accidentally put diesel fuel in the hydraulic tank, so that's good. But other than that, simple machine. Again, everything seems to be at the 1,000 pound category. We do have our direct craning point here. I like that. Yeah, tie down directly there. Yeah, simple unit, nothing too crazy. Here is a bad boy, 2515. Don't know what that is. So simple unit, but like really complicated in aesthetics. There's a lot going on in this thing. There's stuff everywhere, so don't love that. Grease zerks, of course, that's immediately out. These are quick and easy to grab, so I do like that to disconnect your bucket. Direct drive gear on the ground. Again, tracks wear down. Those cogs immediately hit your pavement, and why that's a problem is when you're driving across asphalt or concrete, those drive cogs smash into the concrete. We had an old Ditch Witch SK1750 back in the day that used to do this. I do like this power takeoff here to jump this thing if it's dead. That's super cool, so you don't have to dig in and get to the battery. Back super simple. I do like hydraulic access there. You can visualize how much diesel is in there, rather. That's not for hydraulic, that's for diesel. I do like that. That's cool. As long as you don't kick a hole in it or just kick the crap out of it. Just simple little unit, nothing crazy, nothing fancy. Simple controls, T-handle on top.
You won't be able to see it. It'll be like a
It'll get so dirty. Yeah, fair enough. But simple little machine, probably 25 grand, something like that. 30? 30? 40 grand? $40,000? Don't buy it. Don't buy it. It's too much money. Too much money. Too much money. Yeah, that's a horrible deal. 40 grand for that thing?
Right here.
Yeah, don't do that. Sorry, bad boy. That's a terrible price. Here's just a quick mention on this end of things. This little loader here on this Ventrac. I don't know how productive it is. It couldn't touch a mini skid steer, but it is a loader option. That might be a little bit faster. Since it's under articulating, not really, doesn't really count. Okay, folks, we're here in Ditch Witch, and the 1750, that's the model you want on that size, unless the Vermeer is really going to blow out the water. 3000 is enormous. I don't know really where that makes a lot of sense. Frankly, it's got its own use, but the 1750 is really a solid model because we have a 1550. This is the new 1550. I like the D-ring tie downs. I think that's cool. Simple, clean machine here. We've got the hydraulics concealed for the most part. These bumping straight out. Open, simple, easy to grab. Disconnects. Good visibility of your plate. We want as wide a track as we can. I don't know if that's truly wide track or not. These tracks are incredibly long. There's a really long footprint. Counterweights on there, of course. We got the one thing I don't love is having to undo this to fuel it up. You've got to always lift this up. It's just something I don't love doing. But I love the controls. Again, they're really close to there, so it's easy to plant your hand across here, even if your hand's giant like mine, or hopefully small like Brittany's. The throttle is up here, so this one is at least it's electronic, but at least you can you know, you can just hit it, flick it up, and bam, you're off to full throttle. A horn, ours does not have a horn. Power takeoff there, fuse panel, LCD display here is cool. Again, this control right here, it's easy to keep your hand planted firmly across here and finger this control as you need. The high-low, I do like the high and low. It's not technically high-flow hydraulic, but I do like that you can switch between it. The fuel thing is easy to see there, that's cool. No grease points, that's always a good thing. We like that a lot. I do not like this parking switch, Sam I Am. I hate this parking switch, Sam I Am. I didn't think about Sam's one of the main guys here. But you can lock the hydro flow on that way. But again, this parking switch is a pain in the butt. I don't like it. So you gotta get this little toggle, and I just don't like it. There's a better way to do that, I feel like. Other than that, good machine, backup lights, that's a nice thing. Good deal. Britt, any quick takeaways from mini skid steers?
Mini skid steers?
No, she says, but we'll catch you here on the next one. Brittany says, like and subscribe and blah, blah, blah. Right, Britt?
Yep.